I'm not wearing a Dolphins jersey. I'm not doing anything you tell me to do because the Dolphins got absolutely obliterated. I was right, and I'm sure you were right as well. Welcome back to Man vs. Madden. I don't know how to do it this way. 2019. Kyle, if you can trace that, I would appreciate that. I hope I did that right. I don't know if I did that right, but moving on. It is week 3. It is week 3. Things are starting to heat up. Our competition is getting very close. I mean, it's only 2 weeks, but it's as close as it can get. I'll explain that in a little bit. Week 2 was something. Big Ben is out for the year. Drew Brees, his thumb. He can't play Madden with those thumbs. He's hurt. He's out for a while. Sam Darnold, who are you kissing? You have mono. Why? How does that happen to an adult human being? Cam Newton is in a boot, probably not playing this week. And poor Eli. This is my Eli phase. Poor Eli. He's benched for the rest of his career, probably. So a lot of quarterbacks given the boot, so to say, in week 2 or injured, which means a whole new league going into week 3. Before we get into that, let's look at the standings, shall we? Madden with a great week, going at 12-4. Holy crap, Madden. Good job. Proud of you. It's okay. I went 11-5, and you, the people, went 10-6, which means all of us are in a 3-way first place tie with 21 wins and 11 losses. Let's take a look at our CBS pool standings. Our week 2 winner was Bronin Gribben. Did I say that right? I don't know if I said that right. Extra points for me if I said that right. I have no idea if I did. I'm sorry if I butchered your name. And so far, leading after 2 weeks, overall, we have Brennan Elwood and Michael Montanez. Congratulations, fellas. It's only 2 weeks, though. Do not get ahead of yourselves. We still have a long way to go in this regular season. As you know, a lot of things can happen, and after 2 weeks, you've already seen Antonio Brown get traded, had some charges brought up on him. We have a quarterback with mono. My quarterback guy got benched. There's a bunch of injuries. Who knows what's going to happen for the rest of the week? That's what makes football so exciting. And enough of me talking your ear off. Let's get into week 3 and let's see what Madden thinks is going to happen during this week. We start off with the Thursday night football game. That is the Tennessee Titans at the Jacksonville Jaguars. 2 teams that I think are pretty decent, but there's one team that's in absolute disarray, and that is the Jacksonville Jaguars. Jalen Ramsey getting pissed off at Doug Marrone last week. You saw what happened there on the sidelines. Not good, Jacksonville. Nick Foles is out for most of the season. Don't get me wrong, Gardner Minshew is a badass human being and someone I absolutely want to hang out with. Gardner, if you're watching this, please call me. I will leave my phone number in the comments. We should chill sometime because you are dope as a human being. I don't know if you're dope as an NFL quarterback, and therefore I'm going with the Tennessee Titans on the road. All right, so we move forward to the action. It's 4th and 10, tie game, 1:04 left to go. Titans taking a field goal. It is up, and it is short. It is low. 72, you see him in the background. He's kind of pissed off. I don't know what he was doing there, but he's obviously not happy with the result. That's because it's still a tie game, and now Jacksonville has the ball with an opportunity to take the lead. We fast forward, and Minshew is in the shotgun with 51 seconds left, trying to drive Jacksonville for at least a field goal, I guess. He drops back. All the protection in the world. Lobs one, and it is caught wide open down to the 16-yard line. I don't know what coverage Tennessee was in there. Madden, I don't know what you chose, but left wide open was his receiver. Now they're in prime field goal position. I expect them to kick a field goal and honestly just ice this one right now. And here we go. 1st and goal, 5 seconds left. This should be a chip shot, right? Right, guys? I hope. Please go in. Please be good. It's good. Easy enough. The Jacksonville Jaguars beat the Tennessee Titans in a close one. Not really too shocking. I could see it happening. I'm not calling it, but I disagree with Madden here. 27-24 is your final according to Madden. So right away, I disagree with you, Madden. Don't think you're right on this one. Next on the slate is an incredible mismatch. Listen, the Miami Dolphins. Is there anyone in this world who's going to pick them in the CBS pool? Is there anyone out there who's going to vote for them to actually win this game against the Dallas Cowboys? Please let me know. I would like to have your temperature checked. I don't even know if it's even worth discussing why I think Dallas is going to win this game. Dallas is going to win this game, right? Can we all agree on that? Yeah, we can? All right, let's see what Madden thinks. And look at this, Madden surprising us with Miami down 5, 152 left to go in the game. Fitzpatrick drops back, all the time in the world, over the middle, and it's a touchdown. It's a touchdown, and the Dolphins take the lead. This is unbelievable. I don't believe this. This is pure fantasy land. I don't care if the Cowboys come back and win this game. This game is not going to be that close. Here they go for 2. Drake up the middle, no bueno. It's not going in. No 2-point conversion. 31-30, 1-point game. This is where I think it all goes downhill. We fast forward 1:16 left to go on the clock. Dak in the shotgun play action. He's looking over the middle. Oh, is that intercepted? It's intercepted by the Dolphins. What is going on? This isn't happening. This is not happening. How is this happening? How are the Dolphins actually going to come back and win this game? Not come back. Well, yeah, come back. How are the Dolphins going to win this game, Madden? Please explain to us how this is going to happen, because I don't believe this. It's a 3rd and 9. Dallas has 1 timeout. They need to stop Miami here to get the ball back. Let's see what happens. Here is the snap. It's a handoff. Get him, get him, get him. Oh, too easy. Too easy. Sean Lee with the tackle. Timeout, Dallas, which means they're getting the ball back soon. I fully expect Dak to lead a game-winning field goal drive here. If he doesn't, Madden, we're going to have to find a way to have some type of talk with you because you are on something. Oh, look at this. Actually, Miami's going for a field goal to extend the lead to 4. I was wrong. Here's the kick. It's up. It is not even close. Giving Dallas some good field position right here. How do you not punt there? At least pin him back below the 20. You can get him to the 10. Maybe get him below the 5. Put some pressure on Dallas to move the football. Make them work for it. Well, here we go. Dak in a no huddle. 24 seconds left. Drops back. All the time in the world. Stands there and he throws. Are you kidding me? Oh, the time's running out. With no timeouts, you throw it to the middle of the field-ish, where Jason Witten can't get out of bounds. He gets like 3 yards. And now you're not even hurrying up to the point where the TV telecast is like, you know what, let's show highlights because Dak is not in a rush, so we're not going to be a rush. So it's no huddle. Here we go. Game over. Dak does not get off a snap. That means the Dolphins. Madden has the Dolphins winning this game 31-30. Everybody with me at the same time. Shake your head at Madden. Just shake your head. Next on the slate, we have Cincinnati versus Buffalo. I tried to be bold last week and say that the Bengals were going to beat the San Francisco 49ers. And all you Niners fans, you can collectively laugh at me right now because I was so wrong. Jeez, was I wrong. Like, embarrassingly wrong. So I own up to it. They were terrible. And the Bills, they beat my Giants. They went 2-0 at MetLife. I don't think they're that great of a team, but I do think they get the victory here over Cincinnati. Let's see what Madden thinks. Oh, and we're in a close one here. 17-17 with 47 seconds left. And Cincinnati with the ball. Andy Dalton driving. Let's see what he does here. Handoff to Giovanni Bernard up the middle. Does he get the first? Oh, he got the first down past that imaginary line that we use to mark the first down. The Bengals are in field goal range, potentially about to shock the Bills. 6 seconds left. Here's the kick. It's up, and it is good. And Cincinnati marches into Buffalo, according to Madden, and wins on a last-second field goal. Madden not giving up on Cincinnati like I am, to be honest with you. I don't know if I'm going to pick Cincinnati for the rest of the season. Madden, if you do so, by all means, go ahead. I don't mind picking against them. I got Buffalo. Madden has Cincinnati. Who you guys got? Next, we have Detroit visiting Philadelphia. And those Eagles, man, are they injured. Alshon is questionable. I think he's still questionable last time I checked. You have Deshaun Jackson, who's going to miss this week. Nelson Aguilar's healthy, but his hands are missing apparently after dropping a game-winning touchdown that would have made me right on my Sunday night football prediction. Thank you very much, Nelson. And you have Matthew Stafford and the Detroit Lions coming off a victory at home against the Los Angeles Chargers. They beat a very good team at home. The defense was very solid. They now travel to Philadelphia, and I do expect this to be kind of a dogfight, but I got Philly winning this in a low-scoring type game, maybe low 20s, like 21-17 type game. Carson Wentz doesn't have all his weapons. I think they're going to run the football more. I think Detroit's defense is going to be very stifling. I think it's going to be tough to score on them, but I can't see their offense really scoring too much against the Eagles unless they take it deep. You got to hit the Eagles over the top. That secondary is weak. Stafford can do it. Stafford and Galladay can happen, but I just think the Eagles are the better team despite the fact that Wentz doesn't have all his weapons. Let's see what Madden has to say. All right, Madden and I are beefing this week because it's 38-23. We have to talk after this because he's just disagreeing with everything. Here we go, Wentz throwing it deep, and it's incomplete, which means this game is over. Madden doesn't think it's going to be close. Madden has the Lions winning 38-23, going into Philadelphia and putting up nearly 40 points. Madden and come on. I mean, I'm not saying let's get on the same page. This is a competition, but some of the picks you have this week are kind of outrageous. I expected people to be with me on this one. I got Philly. Who you got? Next on the slate, we have an AFC dogfight, and by dogfight, I mean a pit bull versus a Maltese, the pit bull being the New England Patriots, and the Maltese being Luke Falk and the New York Jets. Sam Darnold has mono. I don't know who he's kissing, but that means he's missing about a month of the season, and the Jets' season is practically ruined because they don't have their quarterback and they're starting a third stringer. Therefore, I think it's very easy to say that the New England Patriots are going to win this one pretty easily. Let's see what Madden thinks. We fast forward to the action, and the Patriots are only up by 3. Luke Falk, I guess, putting up a fight here. 31, they need a first down. Oh, they don't even hand it off to Le'Veon and sets a play action, and it's complete. Zach Griffin, yes it is, to the sideline for about, I don't know, more than 10 yards, putting them in quasi-field goal range. Need a few more yards to tie this game up. Madden, I don't know what's going on with you this week. I don't know if you have faith in backup quarterbacks or the obscene. You're showing me that you really just don't care who plays for what team. All right, here we go. 51 seconds left, 2nd and 10. They just need a few yards, right? Nothing crazy here. A short dump off to Le'Veon. Short dump off to Le'Veon. Let's not do that. Let's go deep and get picked off. Once he threw that deep, I knew that I was getting picked. What are you doing? Just hand it to Le'Veon. You have the best running back in the league. Just give him the ball. Get into field goal range, Madden. What are you doing? And because of that, the New England Patriots are going to win this game by 3. Technically, we have the same pick, even though Madden thinks it's going to be a lot closer than I think it's going to be. What do you think? Next up, we have the Falcons visiting the Colts in Indianapolis. This is the home opener for Indy, and Adam Vinatieri has been absolutely awful. It's weird to see. Almost cost him the game last week. I'm worried it might cost him the game this week. Jacoby Brissett has been nice. Marlon Mack in that running game. Marlon was okay last week, but they're running the football. They're efficient. Their defense looks good, and they're playing Atlanta, who is a different team to me on the road than they are at home. But you know what? Lucas Oil is indoors. I think Matt Ryan's going to be fine. I think Julio Jones and Calvin Ridley can pick apart that defense, even though I think that defense is pretty decent. I expect Atlanta to win this game. I think it's going to be close. I think both teams play pretty well, but at the end of the day, I think Atlanta is slightly the better team. I do like the Colts. I just think they lose this game to Atlanta in a very tight one. Let's see what Madden thinks. We fast forward to the action. There's 46 seconds left to go, and Adam Vinatieri on cue has to hit a very important field goal from long distance. Let's see if he does it. The kick. That was disgusting. Who are you yelling at, Adam? It was your fault. Adam's pissed. Colts fans are pissed. Colts only up 1. Let's see if Atlanta could capitalize. All right, here we go. 42 seconds left. 1st and 10 for Matt Ryan. I fully expect you to get into field goal range. Let's see what you do here. Come on, Matt. Over the middle of Julio. Right? Something like that. Nope, to the side to Julio. 1st down. Moving the chains. Matt Ryan doing what Matt Ryan does. Here we go. 37 seconds. 1st and 10. Just need a few more yards. Matt Ryan scrambles. He throws a wide open inside the 20. That should do it. That should do it right there. Julio, again, the best wide receiver in football, according to many. He's definitely up there in my mind, giving the Falcons, I guess, I wouldn't say chip shot from Matt Ryan, but totally capable to hit this. And here is that attempt. I'm counting it goes in. This is easy money, right? Yep, easy money. Put it in the bank. Atlanta wins 30-28. They go into Indy. They beat the Colts. They shock the Colts, I guess, on a last-second field goal, according to Madden. I have the Falcons. Madden has the Falcons. I have a feeling a lot of you are going to disagree on this one. We now move forward to the next matchup. It's the Oakland Raiders going on the road to Minnesota to play the Minnesota Vikings. 2 interesting starts to the season for both teams. Both are 1-1, both coming off losses. I like Minnesota in this game. I think they're the better football team. Kirk Cousins has been absolutely non-existent this year. I think that changes in this game. I think they're going to want to get him going. Dalvin Cook has been running like a madman. I expect that to continue. I think they have a balanced attack. And Derek Carr struggled last week against Kansas City after that first drive. I don't really expect him to do much against that Minnesota defense that is so good at home. For some reason, they go Super Saiyan at home. I don't understand it. They're good defense overall, but for some reason, I just picture the Vikings at home, and I'm like, nah, you can't score on them. You can't do it. So give me the Vikings. I think they win this one pretty easily. Fast forward to the action. The Vikings up a touchdown with 1:46 left to go in the game. They need a first down here. This would pretty much end it if they get it. Handoff to Dalvin. Oh, and he goes backwards. It's a play call I would have done. That means the Raiders get the ball. They start at the 35. Let's see what Derek Carr does. Come on, let's do this. Play action. Over the middle. It's caught. First down at the Vikings 45. Raiders are driving. I'm going to put money on it right now. Fake money, of course. Bitcoin, whatever. Fake money. They don't score. They're not scoring a touchdown on this. I have no faith whatsoever in the Madden Raiders. They need to score a touchdown here. 3's not good enough. Derek Carr standing like a statue because he can do that with all that protection. Over the middle to Tyrell Williams to the 22. Derek Carr says, I hear you, Josh. Shut the F up. I'm leading this team to a touchdown drive right now. Here we go. From the 27. Derek Carr. Look at the protection that Madden is giving Derek Carr. Like, he literally is just standing there doing nothing. Throws a completion to the right side. First down again. Brings up 1st and goal. Derek Carr proving me wrong here. Let's see what Minnesota does here. They're in a no huddle. This is the last play of the game. Clock is running, and they run it. Are you kidding me? Madden, you're supposed to be smart. You're supposed to simulate these games realistically. You have 5 seconds left to go in the game with no timeouts, and you run the football. That's like peak Pete Carroll right there. Ooh, this is going to be a good one. We have the Baltimore Ravens going to Arrowhead to take on the Kansas City Chiefs. Lamar Jackson versus Pat Mahomes. This should be a lot of fun. With that said, I don't think it's going to be that close, to be honest with you. I think this is where Lamar Jackson comes down to earth. I'm not saying he's a bad quarterback. I do believe in him. But let's be honest, you played the Dolphins and the Cardinals in your first 2 games. I don't really expect much from him in this game, going to Arrowhead, one of the hardest places to play as an opponent, and taking on, in my mind, the best team in football in the Kansas City Chiefs, and going toe-to-toe with, yeah, I said it, the best quarterback in the NFL, Pat Mahomes. I got the Chiefs. Throw it on the board. Let's see what Madden says. Okay, Madden, I see how it... Madden says, Josh, get out. It's 43-7 in our minds. And here's a handoff to Mark Ingram. He's moving in slow motion, and for some reason, the Chiefs are in extra slow mode in Madden. They cannot run and catch Mark Ingram, who looked like he was jogging, and gets the first down to cap off the game, giving the Ravens a 43-7 victory over the Chiefs, which is absolutely absurd in my mind. I'm not going to do one of those, if the Ravens beat the Chiefs, then I have to do this. No, because I think it's a possibility it's going to happen, but I guarantee, I promise you, even the biggest Ravens fan in the world, you can agree with this, it's not going to be 43-7. If it's 43-7, leave a comment. I'll do whatever you say, whatever gets the most upvotes. I'll do it. It's not going to be 43-7, so you're just wasting your time typing on the computer. All right, now we have the Broncos traveling to Green Bay after getting their hearts broken. And they take on the Green Bay Packers, where they looked really good early on against the Minnesota Vikings, and then for some reason just could not do anything against that defense for the rest of the game. They did escape with a victory. Now they play Denver at home, and I'm still going with Green Bay here. Denver didn't look too good offensively last week, although they did play the Chicago Bears, in my mind, the best defense in the league. It's really tough to score on them, and they almost pulled it off because Mitch Trubisky cannot move the football like a normal quarterback. But I think Aaron Rodgers puts up enough points to beat the Broncos. I think the Broncos defense is good. I think Von Miller will cause some havoc, but at the end of the day, it's going to be like a 20-10 type game in favor of the Packers. Let's see what Matt has to say. All right, it's 1st and goal. It's a tie game. The Broncos going from the 1-yard line. I expect QB sneak here, right? Joe Flacco, big guy. Nope, hands it off to Phillip Lindsay, and he's in for the touchdown, giving the Broncos a touchdown lead over Aaron Rodgers and the Packers. Let's see how Aaron responds on the upcoming drive. All right, here we go. It's 2nd and 6 for Aaron from the 34-yard line, and you have the best quarterback potentially who's ever lived at this point, and you hand the ball off with no timeouts to Aaron Jones, who is a pretty decent runner, but is not going to get you a large chunk of yards. Oh, now look at this. Now you have under 20 seconds to get the ball to the end zone, and Aaron's taking his time. Drops back, and he goes down. Von Miller's a bad man. What are you going to do here, Vaughn? Woo! That's the voice I pictured him doing while doing that dance. Very weird play calling by Matt LaFleur. That's how I say his name, Matt LaFleur, and the Green Bay Packers. Madden has Denver going into Lambeau and upsetting the Packers. I disagree. What do you think? All right, now we have Carolina going into Arizona with, I suspect, and Madden suspects, without Cam Newton. I think it's going to be very difficult for them to even move the football because they've had a hard time moving the football with Cam. I expect a lot of Christian McCaffrey. I don't expect them to win, though. I don't like Arizona as a team. They don't really excite me. Kyler Murray has gotten off to a decent start. They're moving the football in spurts. Their defense has been okay at best. But this is going to be an ugly game. I feel bad for Panther fans who are not going to have Cam Newton, are going to have to watch this atrocity for the rest of the year. Well, I wouldn't say for the rest of the year. Who knows how long he's out. But this is ugly. This is an ugly offense. And they're going against a team that I think is young and exciting. And I think Arizona gets their first win of the year. We fast forward to the action. Carolina up 1 according to Madden, 1:17 left. Cardinals about to attempt a field goal to take the lead. The kick is up, and it is good. Carolina down by 2. Let's see if Kyle Allen can lead the troops to a victory. All right, here we go. 44 seconds left in the shotgun. Kyle, what you gonna do now, son? He throws it to the side. It's complete. Moving forward to the 47-yard line. Panthers moving the football. It is now 3rd and 12, 28 seconds. Kyle, show me something, baby. Let's go. Show me something. Drops back. Show me something. Throws it over to the middle. It's caught. Showing me something. Kyle Allen showing me something. Let's go. 1st and 10 from the 30. Kyle Allen, show me something, baby. What are you going to do here? Drops back. Loads of protection. Oh, and it's complete to DJ Moore to the 13. Kyle Allen showing me something. And the Panthers are lining up for a game-winning field goal. The kick is up, and it is good. Kyle Allen, the backup for Carolina, showing me something, showing you something according to Madden, and leading the Panthers to a victory on the road against the Arizona Cardinals. I got the Cardinals. Madden has the Panthers. Who do you have? Next on the slate is the Tampa Bay Buccaneers hosting my New York Giants. And let's have a moment of silence for Eli Manning and his career. Daniel Jones, it's on you, buddy. It's on you. I'm not picking you this week. Give me Tampa. Let's fast forward to the action. Madden apparently agreeing with me. Maybe Daniel Jones got hurt. Let's just go with that. Or maybe the Giants' love affair with Eli continues because they love him so damn much and can't let go. Either way, it's a touchdown down the middle. And now the lead is 27-17. Let's see if the Giants can turn the ball over or make something happen. They probably won't, let's be honest. Oh, and we're showing the Giants kicking off. It could mean one thing. It's an onside kick, and it is unsuccessful. That does it. Daniel Jones / Eli Manning march into Tampa and lose to Tampa Bay, just as I suspect. I don't really expect much from the Giants this year. I think Tampa gets their first win. I think Mike Evans has a big game this week. I would start him in DraftKings. I would start him if you have him on your fantasy football team. I'm just going to give random fantasy advice from now on. This is a new segment. Kyle, put it, #random fantasy advice.
This has been Random Fantasy Advice.
Next on the slate is a game I would have been so excited to see if it wasn't for the Drew Brees injury, and that's the New Orleans Saints marching into Seattle to take on Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks. I'm sad because this would have been a good game. Drew Brees versus Russell Wilson, two of my favorite quarterbacks in the league, two of the best quarterbacks in the league still, two future Hall of Famers. This would have been a good time, but instead we get Teddy. Teddy, show us something, baby. That's the theme for this week. Backup quarterbacks, show us something. Teddy, I want you to show me something. I don't think you are, though. I got Seattle in this one. Let's see what Madden says. All right, here we go. We fast forward. Seattle's up 1, kicking a field goal to go up 4. Let's see if this is good. I fully expect it to be good, to push it to 4. The kick is up, and it is, yeah, it's It's good. It's up to Teddy to show us something. Let's see what he can do on this upcoming drive. All right, it's 2nd and 2, and Teddy, I can't stop saying his name like that, has the football in the shotgun. Let's see what he does here. Drops back, clean pocket to the sideline. It is complete to the 50-yard line. First down for Teddy and the Saints. Let's see what they can do moving forward. Teddy in the shotgun from the 49-yard line. Drops back, no pressure again. Over the middle, it is complete to the 34-yard line. Teddy, moving the football. What was that? What kind of celebration was that? Jeez. Traquan Smith with a very disturbing celebration. I like the Saints' chances here. I like the vibe they got going on. All right, here we go. No huddle according to Madden. 45 seconds, 44 seconds. The snap. Teddy drops back. He's looking. He throws it to the end zone. It's caught. Touchdown. Traquan Smith, who was feeling himself the play before. Teddy and company drive down. Take the lead with 39 seconds left to go in the game. Teddy, just like Kyle, showing me something. And here comes what I suspect would be the last play of the game. It better be a Hail Mary or some type of trick play that Madden doesn't do ever. Slant over the middle, it's caught, and he is tackled immediately. Time's going to run out because Seattle has no timeouts left. Apparently, Madden thinks Teddy and the Saints are marching in to Seattle and winning this game. I don't believe it. Do you? Next up, we have two teams that I think need to prove themselves still. I think they're both very good. I think they're both potential playoff teams. I think at least one of them will get in, and that's the Chargers versus the Texans. The Chargers at home, hosting the Texans. This is a toss-up. I'm going to go with let's go with the Texans. I like J.J. Watt. I like that pass rush. If you get to Phillip Rivers, you can have him make bad decisions, which I think he will do. He'll throw a few interceptions here and there. I like Deshaun Watson. Even though the Chargers have a nice pass rush, he can avoid it because, listen, he's mobile. He has DeAndre Hopkins. He has Will Fuller, who's a deep threat. Carlos Hyde is doing pretty good. So I like his weapons just as much, not better, but just as much as Phillip Rivers' weapons. And I trust J.J. Watt and company to get to Phillip Rivers more because of Phillip Rivers' immobility. So give me the Texans. All right, we fast forward, and Madden seems to agree with me here. The Chargers are down 11. They need to score immediately, and it's 4th and 5, which means you got to get a first down here. Phillip Rivers throws to the side to absolutely the wrong team. Don't know if he's colorblind. I'm assuming he's colorblind. But even if you're colorblind, you should know the difference between a dark shade and a light shade, which means there's no excuse of throwing it to a white jersey, even if you are colorblind. Bad throw, Phillip Rivers. Phillip Rivers doing Phillip Rivers things, which means that the Texans march in to Los Angeles and defeat the Los Angeles Chargers, according to Madden. That's what I got to. What do you got? All right, next is San Francisco. Home opener taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers and Mason Rudolph. You guys know by now. You know what I'm going to say. Show me something, baby. Show me something. What you got, man? You played well last week. You did. I'll give it to you. Didn't pull off the victory against the Seattle Seahawks, but you looked pretty decent. I went against San Francisco last week against the Cincinnati Bengals. I thought the Bengals, coming off a strong performance against the Seahawks, would come home jacked up and beat a Niners team that I thought was very vulnerable on the road, and I was embarrassed because that was the worst pick of the year so far for me, and I'm not going to make that pick again. I'm going with the Niners here. I think Mason Rudolph is a decent replacement. I just can't see him going into San Francisco on the road and beating Jimmy Garoppolo and that defense and offense because they're playing well on both sides of the ball right now. Fast forward to the action, and oh, what do you know? Madden disagrees with me again this week. Pittsburgh up 32-25, 33 seconds left. Let's see what Jimmy G, that handsome mother, can do here. He drops back over the middle to Kittle, and Kittle, oh my God, you were fast in this game. Holy crap. You see that boost on Kittle? My God. First down, Niners. All right, you fast forward 2 seconds left. This is it for Jimmy G and the Niners from the 27. Jimmy drops back, got to go to the end zone, and he does. Up for grabs. It's incomplete. That does it. Oh, Kyle Shanahan's pissed. Look at him. Look how sad he is. Oh, damn, man. We lost the game. What the hell, man? Yeah, man. We did it. We did it. Yeah, buddy. Hi, Mom. What's up? What's up? Mason Rudolph to the cameras. Jimmy G looking disappointed. You and your handsome son. Damn, he's even handsome in Madden. That's crazy. Shout out to the Niners. Shout out to the Steelers for a good game in the Madden world. Steelers picking up their first victory. I don't think it's going to happen. Madden seems to think it's going to happen. What do you think? Next, we have the Rams going into Cleveland and facing the Cleveland Browns, who are coming off a Monday Night Football victory in MetLife Stadium against basically a team that was so depleted that I don't even know if you want to consider them an NFL team. No disrespect to the Jets. You just didn't have all your players. You didn't, and it's not fair that a team like Cleveland got to march in on Monday Night Football and beat you that way. And they beat you, and it stinks. But this is not about the Jets. It's about the Browns versus the Rams. I got the Rams in this one. I'm not impressed with Cleveland so far. I'm not. Baker has not looked that great. The defense does look pretty decent. Well, for the first half of the Titans game, they did. And, for the most part against the Jets, mostly because they were going against a third-string quarterback. I'm just not impressed. I'm not. I think Goff's going to play better in Cleveland. Todd Gurley's still not fully healthy, but that defense is still solid. That offense is still solid. I like the Rams in this one. What does Madden think? Oh, look at this. What do you know? Madden and I disagreeing. 37-17. Browns about to win this game. 3rd and 20. Jared Goff just looking for stats at this point. Throws it to the side. It's complete. Clock is running. Robert Woods did not get out of bounds. I think that's going to do it because the Rams have no timeouts. I don't know what Robert Woods is excited about. I don't even know who he's yelling at right now because there's no one in his general vicinity. Browns 37. Rams 17. According to Madden. And now on to the Monday Night Football game. It's the Chicago Bears going to our nation's capital to take on the Washington Redskins. Two teams to me that have a lot to prove. Washington had a very good first half against Philadelphia and then since then have not looked good at all. Chicago doing what Chicago does, just relying on their defense. Khalil Mack and squad, they're going to carry them. Mitch Trubisky is not really doing much that's impressing anybody. Had a very clutch play at the end of the Denver game last week. If he can continue to do that in a timely manner, I think the Bears can make the playoffs. I'm going with the Bears here, but I think they win by a field goal at most. I think it's going to be a very low-scoring, tight game, but I think the Bears' defense is just too much. I can't see Case Keenum really moving the football at all against that defense, and Adrian Peterson's old. Chris Thompson, he's not really someone you hand the ball off to, so they're not going to have a running game. Give me Chicago. Fast forward to the action. It's 24-13. Chicago ahead by 11. Let's see what Case Keenum does here. You got to score quick. And, of course, Madden just checks down when you got to score quick because that's what you do. No huddle. This is the last play of the game because you didn't throw it downfield. You decided to check down. And now you just throw it out for about 9 yards. And that does it. Chicago marches into our nation's capital. Beats the Redskins 24-13. I think that sounds about right. What do you think? All right, that does it for week 3 of Man vs. Madden 2019, season 3 of this series. I'm Josh Rodriguez. You can follow me here. You can follow TPS here as well. Thanks for joining me. It's tight. Listen, we're all tied right now. We're all tied for first. It's like the season's starting over, like they say. You know what I mean? We're back to game number 1. Me versus you versus Madden. Don't forget our CBS pool is below. Make sure you pick your games for week 3. We're giving away $750 worth of gift cards. Yes, you can spend that anywhere you want. Food, electronics, anything. I'm not gonna judge. You are your own person. Do what you want. I would spend it on things for my apartment just because I'm grown like that. I don't know if you are, but hey, listen, do you? Do you? Make sure you join us next week for Man vs. Madden Week 4. Good luck.